Hey everyone, here's to hoping I do complete, I don't know, successfully record this video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Natasha and welcome back to another installment of Cruising Through Classics. I should actually thank my book club that I joined for this because I wasn't planning on reading a classic this one and then they were like, let's read Pride and Prejudice. Okay, cool. I'm not complaining, because I want to read more classics, but Pride and Prejudice is not on my list. Well, my physical TBR, so I had to get the ebook. So that's basically the intro. I'm reading Pride and Prejudice this week. I'm really excited to delve into it. I've never seen the movie, never read the book, so this is going to be a first-time experience for me. I see a lot of people read Jane Austen in their school years. The only Jane Austen I read in my school year was Northanger Abbey. That was something. But anyway, it's an interesting Gothic literature. It's just wasn't my style. So for Pride and Prejudice, it's about Elizabeth Bennet, and she's very highly opinionated. She's not high-strung, but she knows what she wants in a person, and she sees the good and the bad, usually more the bad than the good, is what I'm getting from. And then she has a beau or boyfriend or whatever you call it. It's the Regency era, Mr. Darcy, and they have this quirky banter. They have very fiery exchange between one another every time they see one another, because from what I got is Darcy's very prim and proper. He's very highly opinionated. He's that kind of person. Like, he has money, so you have to respect him for the fact that he has money. My best friend also said she loves this book, so let's hope I do too. If you guys are excited for this vlog, please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you read Pride and Prejudice, what you thought of it, who's your favorite, I guess, and let's just jump right into the video. Hey guys, so it's the evening. I'm finally done working. I should actually switch off my laptop. I'll do that now, but I am going to have some dinner now, and well, my husband and I. Then I'm gonna read Pride and Prejudice. I'm hoping to make a good dent into it, reach maybe 25% tonight, and then I can give you an update tomorrow. It's Tuesday, and you know how far I've gotten Pride and Prejudice? 4%. I can't. My brain is so used to the modern style of writing that now going back to the old English is just like, it's breaking my brain. So I have to read it kind of slow. Luckily, I have the audio on script as well. But instead of listening to that during the day, what do? I watch YouTube videos. So I'm thinking of opening script now and listening to Pride and Prejudice while working. Obviously, I'm going to listen to it on 1 speed because listening to it on 1.8 speed is just, I tried it. I understand what's going on. It's just, it's taking my brain a while. So I think for the first few chapters, the next few chapters, I'm just gonna listen to it on 1 speed, see how far I get. If I reach the 25% mark and I'm still on 1 speed, that's fine. At least I will know what's happening. And I think the downside for me as well is I don't have the physical copy with me, and I like reading my classics in physical copies because then I can underline and continue and whatnot. Like, it's a very good book so far. It's just, I want my physical copy. So I'm thinking of asking my husband maybe this Saturday if we can just go to Bargain Books, because they sell classics for like 60-70 rand, and that's fine. I'll pay 60 rand a book, but I'm not going to pay 150 rand a book. So I'm thinking of doing that because I really want the physical book. Otherwise, I'll just have to stop at the mall sometime and buy the physical book. I've always wanted the physical book. It just never occurred to me to buy it up until now. But yeah, that is just my rant. I am currently working. It's luckily a very calm day. It's not like last week and the week before where everything was just crazy. So yeah, I'm having a Monster for energy. I'm having this one, the very nice one, the one that tastes like the Mucho Loco one. I said that's so whitish. But yeah, I like this one. This is by far my favorite. This one and the red one. I don't know what that's called. Not the watermelon one. We've had this conversation before. The other one. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I'm going to be working and listening to Pride and Prejudice. And yeah, I guess let's just continue with our day. It is the end of the day, and I have not touched Pride and Prejudice.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I feel like I'm not going to get anywhere with this book this week, and I really have to make it a priority because I really, really, really need to read this book. I don't know. See, everything is just so busy nowadays, so I have to wangle my brain to actually start listening to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wash the dishes because it looks atrocious. And then I'm just going to listen to Pride and Prejudice. Let's see how far I get. Hopefully it's quite far. Hey everyone. Okay, so where am I now? Hold on. Should have probably looked at this before. I'm on 12% Pride and Prejudice, and I'm so close to DNFing this book. It's not for me. This book is really not for me. I don't know if my brain just doesn't want to understand, but nothing in this book is making me go like, yeah, I like Darcy or I like Elizabeth and their relationship, and I don't know if I should continue with this. I'm going to give it until 25%. If by 25% I don't feel anything, I think I'm going to DNF it because maybe I'll pick up something else from Jane Austen, but also right now I don't feel in a classic mood. And I know my goal was to read more classics this year, but it's just that I don't know if it's the narrator of the story that feels like she's Ciri's long lost cousin, or I just don't feel, the feelings that people are supposed to feel with this book. So yeah. Hey everyone, it is a lot of days later. Okay, let me just put it out there. I did read Pride and Prejudice. It was a slow progress. I'm at 74% now. The reason why I took it so slow was A, it's a classic, and B, in the beginning I just didn't get into it as much. Like, I really wanted to love this book. It drags. It drags a lot. So at 25%, it just felt like, I don't know, it was kind of a slice of life feeling where you get each of the sisters' lives and what they are doing, and I just felt bored out of my brain. I don't know if it is because I want something that grips me, Anyway, so I don't remember where the 50% mark is. And then at 50% it was somewhere where Darcy confessed his feelings for her, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel it. Like, should I be in another headspace to read this book? Probably. Am I? No. I told my husband, I was like, I don't feel this book, and I'm not gonna stop reading it because I don't want to DNF it, mainly because I am invested. It just feels like I'm reading bits and pieces of people's lives, and I'm just like, cool, okay. So yeah, drama happened right now at around, like I said, I'm at 74%. So there's a bit of drama there, which I am somewhat invested in, but also it's just, I don't know if it's because of the fact that some of the characters I just don't like, and I don't know. It's a whole lot of a mess, this book. And I'm also listening to an audiobook on script, and can I just say the quality of this audio is crap as hell. It did improve after, but in the first few chapters, the narrator or whoever edited this didn't realize that the narrator read the paragraph, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of a sentence, jumps back to that paragraph, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we're just gonna mess this whole situation. I had a repeat of a chapter or a paragraph, and I was just like, could you maybe not have listened to this before you uploaded it? Anyway, so I am enjoying it. Sounds like it. I am invested in this book. It's probably reading like a 3-star to me. I don't feel it. What I am going to do, because I have like about 2 hours left of the book and the audiobook, what I am going to do is I'm going to watch Pride and Prejudice after this. It's on Netflix, and I don't know if it is because of the old language that they speak that it's just, I'm not feeling it, or if it is because I'm not in a classic mood. Like, I actually didn't, I know I started this video by saying I wanted to read a classic in March. I didn't. I feel like a classic a year is good enough for me, but no. This is a whole, it's a mess. I'm getting distracted by everything. But yeah, it's going okay-ish. I don't know, we'll see how it goes after a while. Once we get back to Jane. That's another thing. Jane and Mr. Bingley or Charles, why? Like, is there anything going to happen between these two? It's frustrating. But anyway, when we get back to Elizabeth and Darcy. Okay, so in order to deal with the next 2 hours of this book, I am going to make myself another cup of coffee. And I don't want to barge into the kitchen because our neighbors looks like they have a friend over and the person continues to sit on the stoop for like the whole day, so I don't want to stand and talk to myself, and then yeah, it's gonna be awkward. Anyway, ooh, I need to show you guys a book haul after this. So while my coffee is brewing, okay, I'm not gonna do that, but I need to show you. I got 13 from Kelly Armstrong and I'm so happy. I got it at Bargain Books at the Mall of the South this weekend. They have the whole Kelly Armstrong collection, like from Bitten up until 13, and her 2 other trilogies, but the young adult trilogies, they have that too. And I'm just like, how? Okay, so the only problem is, and I can't show you because I have to wangle it out of here and it's like stuck. Anyway, each book 240 rand. Why is it so expensive? I think I still have Bitten's original, how much it cost. I started buying the books for like 110 rand each. I bought Solon and Bitten way back when. And yeah, they were 110 each and now they're 240. Inflation sucks anyway. So I told my husband every 2 or 3 months we're going to Bargain Books and we're going to buy this woman's books. I need the whole collection. So yeah, this my next few videos are probably just going to be Kelly Armstrong because I really need to finish the series. And I mean, come on, now that I have the complete collection, well, I have some of it on Kindle and the others I have physical, and I like reading the physical books, so, you know, anyway, nice small haul. It's like one book, but anyway. Listen, hey, which sister eloped? I think it was Lydia. Was it Lydia? I can't remember her name now. Anyway, could you just focus on something else? The fact, like, I don't like Mr. Collins, and the fact that he told Elizabeth's father that her death would have been more fortunate than her elopement, I was just like, excuse me? Like, I know things were different back then. It just came as a shock to me that he said her death would have been more fortunate, and I'm just like, so, okay. Being a bit dramatic there, but anyway, it's the same man who was upset because Elizabeth didn't want to marry him. This is getting wild. Okay, so I finished the book, of which I will give my thoughts on later today. I just need to sit with it for a while, but the fact that the movie's like 2 hours long, cool. Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the end of this vlog. So after watching the movie, after sitting and stewing about my thoughts of this book, I have come to the conclusion that I did enjoy this book, especially at the, I can't say it's the half part, it's like 75% mark where everything just goes to hell for the Bennet family thanks to Lydia, which I noticed in the movie is what's her name from the Hunger Games, the crazy lady in Catching Fire. I was very surprised about that. I was like, where do I know you from? Anyway, so, and the fact that President Snow was the father was just so crazy to me because I don't see him as a very nice person, and now he's this loving father towards Elizabeth, and I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable with the situation. Anyway, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, and I know it doesn't seem like I enjoyed the book from the previous clips. It's just that I wasn't in a classic mood. By no means was this book anyway bad. It was a really good book. Somewhere along the line I didn't feel that there was this love towards the characters. Like I saw them pining for each other, but maybe it's just because of the writing style and the fact that I just wasn't in a classic mood, that while I was reading this I was like, I don't feel the chemistry. I felt the chemistry more between Charles and Jane than Elizabeth and Darcy, but you know, that is what it is. I don't know. I wasn't in that sense of mind. But like I say, after watching the movie and after stewing about the book for a while, it was actually a pretty good book. The writing style is exquisite. I love Jane. Also, I almost said Jane Eyre. I love her writing style. I think would also dampen my mood about this book. And I mentioned this in yesterday's clip as well. The audio is horrible. Script, I don't know who gave the go-ahead for this audio, but you know, when I said it started getting better, yeah, I can't remember what chapter it was, but I think it was just before Darcy asked Elizabeth to marry, or just before Lady Catherine came and had this whole tantrum about Darcy allegedly asking Elizabeth to be his wife. This narrator or the editor for this whole book didn't cut out the sniffing of the narrator, and I was sitting there going, I cannot deal with it. How I have been sitting with this audiobook for so long is just beyond measure to me. So I think my experience was dampened more about the audiobook than it was of the writing. And there were a lot of times where she swapped the words around, I don't know, to make it more understandable, I don't know. There was a certain part where it was supposed to say you and it said he, talking about Darcy, and I was like, how do you confuse those two? Yeah, I just got annoyed with the audio for the fact that there were so many mistakes. Even on script they asked, do you want to rate this? And I'm like, if I'm going to rate this, I'm going to rate this solely on the audio, and I hate the audio. You know, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to rate it and give it a 1 star and say there is so many errors in this book. 1, 2, the editing is atrocious. You know, even I can do better than that. I know it's not always fun listening to your own voice backwards and listening, you know, when you edit everything. But if you put out a product like that, at least just do it better. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like, thumbs up, that's the same thing. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a video next week. Bye.